All right, you guys, rise and shine. Welcome in. Today is September the 4th. It's currently 8:28 on the clock. Um, we are ingressing into Moon in Aquarius today. All right, it already took place. Looks like 6:33 a.m. We have lots of transits going on today. All right, overall, I'm seeing Mercury with a semi-square over to Jupiter, Mars with a quincunx over to the North Node. I'm seeing Venus with a biquintile over to North Node Pisces, Mars at a square over to Jupiter. And then we've got Moon in Capricorn squared over to Chiron Aries, sesquiquadrate to the Sun Virgo, biquintiled to Mercury Leo, sextile energies. Once we ingress, obviously, to this Moon in Aquarius, we have seen sextiles to Saturn as well as to Neptune, trined over to Uranus, conjunction with Pluto, and then semi-squared over to North Node Pisces. Quincunx to Mercury. All right, that is now in the sign of Virgo. I'm seeing biquintile to the Sun as well. All right, we're currently right now at, let's see, 1 degrees and 4 minutes of the Moon in Aquarius. So we're looking more so at the sextile that's happening closely to Neptune and Aries. All right, that's where we are currently with the Moon. All right, so let's see what's picked up in this reading here. I'm just curious, with this Moon being in Aquarius, there's a heavy sense of doing things independently. There's still discrimination going on. This has been picked up I don't know how many times in like the previous readings. Hold on a second. I don't know what's going on with this whole discrimination thing. All right, it's given 9 of Pentacles energy, so again, a heavy sense of independence. All right, so there's discrimination on one's decisions with Mars in Gemini. There could be like heated arguments or just some sort of disagreement, I want to call it. This could be like someone trying to cross-question you about something, discriminating something. Authority is here with Mars and Capricorn. Someone could be discriminating your decisions as like a mother figure, a father figure, or I don't know, you're seen as someone in a position of authority. Someone's trying to like question you on your decisions. They're discriminating your choices or something. All right, I see Sun in Cancer here, so this could definitely be someone questioning your emotional state or how it is that you're being resourceful. I mean, 4th house is the home environment. All right, so whether this is your community or if this is like a boss, all right, I'm seeing 10th and 4th houses in opposition. I also see the 3rd and the 6th house, which is a square. All right, so what's going on with this energy? Rise and shine, you guys. The Moon in Sag here, that took place last week. All right, so from Friday over the weekend before we ingressed into Moon in Capricorn, there was a sense of optimism. All right, this could be about how you're moving forward with something, and then there's this energy of extremism with Mercury in Scorpio. Down at the bottom of deck, Coral. All right, so I'm seeing discrimination, extremism, corals, having something to do with like making the right decision. There's a sense of authority surrounding, I would imagine, something that has to do with your feelings, someone else's feelings, or how you're going to remain optimistic moving forward in connection to what seems to be resourceful for you right now. The Sun in Leo, all right, so there could be fortune heading your way and or you taking some sort of risk in starting up a business or just taking a risk in whatever this is, all right? Let's see what's going on. Welcome in. Well, I had a busy day yesterday, you guys, so I know I promised lots of readings yesterday and I was not able to get to them. I needed time to rest, that's for damn sure. And I do not neglect that for myself ever. So we're going to catch up today. Normally I don't do work on Thursdays, but because the Moon is in my sign, we've got a sextile energy happening now with a trine happening in just a bit. The conjunction to Pluto should be energy that's coming through. This is going to be someone new that's entering your life that's going to discriminate. They possibly don't know much about you or why you've made decisions pertaining to how you're going to be moving forward in a sense of authority. Yeah, this is about you stepping into some sort of new experience or something. And then I'm seeing unsuccessful outcome to a problem. You got a broken bridge here. Something recently has been either released from your life, or um, you want that to happen. Okay. This is almost a sense of force of what's happening next. What's the energy of resourcefulness? You could have been very resourceful surrounding the home environment. This one's to be seen. It's some sort of gossiping about secrets here. Show me the moon in Sag. There was something that came up, an event, when the moon was in Sagittarius, and now there's a sense of extremism here. And then there's a temporary situation that comes about that situation as well. It says you feel like something's lacking, whether that's money, your goals, and or love in your life. Okay, so what's the core? So this could be fighting over custody battles, all right, with Mars being in Cancer, all right, fighting over someone's fortune, someone's happiness, taking a risk and how to move forward, starting some sort of business. What is this? A sincere wish is being granted overall in connection to that coral. All right, so I don't know if it has something to do with like two people coming into a battle because of discrimination, someone new coming into your life, all right, stepping into some sort of an experience that you didn't know you were going to be walking away from something, or there was some sort of unsuccessful plan with a problem that was supposed to, I don't know, there's a lot of gossip involved here. A lot of people coming through with arguments, and I'm seeing it with Mars and Mercury. All right, so it could be like forceful information or just heated arguments. That's what I'm getting. Heated arguments. Yeah, this is coming up in September. All right. Heartache over what you no longer have. So you could be feeling like love is lacking in your life, but a sincere wish is being granted with something else. So let's clarify the sun in Leo. All right, it says be careful, do not take a risk. And then we have the risk card right after. What is it that you're taking a risk here with? Whoa. Some sort of misunderstanding. Because the wish is being granted. It's out here twice. All right, so you could be involved in like a temporary home situation. I'm seeing the home environment being of significance here. There could be something pertaining to who's the authoritative figure, how you're being resourceful, the decisions that you've made, someone coming off to be very extreme in the way that they communicate. And then there's also a lot of discrimination surrounding you at this time. Okay. Let's get into a chakra. I feel like this has a lot to do with the root chakra. So the base and or the foundation of something, whether this is your love life, this is a career, this is your home environment, your emotional feelings, something needs a strong foundation here. Because there seems to be disagreements or misunderstandings. Rise and shine, you guys. Whoa. Solar plexus chakra. So this is about the power and your strong will, about how you're moving forward. All right, this is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. So again, the sextiles that are taking place right now with Neptune in the sign of Aries. All right, perspective, truth, knowledge, clarity, messages, signs, symbols, guidance. So this is about you and your vision. I'm seeing heavy on the third eye energy here. It's about you pushing forward with utilizing the energy of your intuition or what you're being shown by spirit. All right. Your gut instinct is telling you something here, to utilize your intuition and trust the process of that, and have personal boundaries with other people that are, I feel like someone's being very forceful in your energy. Why is there discrimination? Why are they cross-questioning you and what your choices are? Or how you've chosen to remain optimistic in a specific direction, and then there's a lot of extremism and lots of quarrels. Okay? So this is about someone new coming into your life, all right, and how to help you overcome a problem, and where you're stepping into a new experience, but there's a lot of gossiping about your secrets or what's coming up pertaining to some sort of exciting event, and you having to be somewhere temporarily, and where an actual wish is about to come true, but there's something that's lacking, or that could be the argument about it. It's like your love life, your goals, your achievements, and whatever it is that seems to be a misunderstanding to other people. Maybe if there's no clarity there, I can't even speak. If there's no clarity there for people to literally, like, let's just see where you're taking action, or how you're seeing things pertaining to your specific dreams, it's almost like you're not in alignment with what other people want to see from you. So they're like cross questioning your decisions at this time and or discriminating you for it. I would imagine this is what you have to do for work or career, because I'm seeing the third house, the decision in connection to discrimination for work and or taking an authoritative position for your career. Sixth house, 10th house. All right, this is all surrounded by the home environment and where you could have been very resourceful, but there's been quarrels here, and then you're optimistic on a specific journey where there's an exciting event for you coming up, and then there's this extremism where it says, do not take this risk. All right, like have, or your gut instinct is telling you to have some sort of boundary up here in connection to your authenticity, how you have a sense of empowerment, where you're being assertive, and or your choices. Okay. All right. Hi. I'm like, where are my decks? Okay. So this possibly has to do with those that have some sort of psychic ability, like you have gained specific insight on your knowledge, all right, about possibly spirituality. All right, the third eye being very significant here. So there was something that you saw or that you see or you know the truth about. You may be afraid to say something. Heavy on the solar plexus here. All right, heavy on the solar plexus. I'm gonna pull on this solar plexus energy first, because I see you having personal boundaries, you tapping into your gut instincts here, and where you need to take action moving forward with what it is that you're doing here with your third eye. What is this? I see the Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck. All right, so there could be something definitely that's in fulfillment. Yeah, this King of Wands energy, this heavy fire sign energy. So it's like leadership energy. Yes. All right. So there's something that you've done to fulfillment in connection to this leadership position. Maybe this is where you're seen as being in a sense of authority already, but there's discrimination in the workplace. Maybe people don't want to respect you or respect your decisions. Something like that, like on your brand new journey. Because again, if someone new is entering your life or you're stepping into a new experience, what you need, the light. All right, so I would imagine that your position is being questioned here. All right, let's see what this is all about. The King of Wands with the Ten of Wands. It feels like you're burdened with something, though. Like, it's like you're carrying the weight of everything, or it feels like you're ready to, like, I don't know. There could be some sort of celebration coming up, because I see the exciting event already out here. All right, let's see. Some sort of achievement here. Maybe that's what you feel like something's lacking, like you're not seeing it. You're not seeing it in the way that you're supposed to be seeing it. It's because there has something to do with someone gossiping about your secrets. That's what it's given with the Seven of Cups. It could be like, okay, well, you have this many options. Why are you choosing the one that you're choosing? See what I'm saying? Someone's questioning your choices, and where you feel like you have a sense of empowerment or assertiveness in your energy. So far I'm seeing like fire energy and water energy here. Specifically Cancer, Aries, Leo, Sag, and Scorpio as well. All right, let's see. There's a sense of excitement here. What is this all about? Well, the Hermit is here. I don't feel like this is something that is seen with, I want to say, the naked eye, because we have the third eye here. This is something that you're seeing beyond what's understood by others, is the way I'm hearing it. All right, so we've got Pisces energy here with the Cups. Like Saturn now stepping into Pisces, there's this heavy, like, authoritative type of energy there. All right, so if you're very disciplined and or you have structure in utilizing your spirituality or your intuitive abilities, your psychic abilities, in order to continue moving forward with a specific journey, someone's coming in and like throwing like a contract or something in your face. All right, but there seems to be some sort of misunderstanding for whatever reason. I want to clarify this Ten of Cups energy. So I don't know if you don't know something about how spirit is leading you towards a family dynamic, or why there seems to be some sort of quarrel in connection to what your family is hiding because they know about all of your secrets, but maybe you don't. And maybe someone knows that there's an exciting event that's coming up, but there's also this energy of like extremism with maybe something having to do for work that is like being forced into your face. Okay, Five of Pentacles. There's a lack of resources here, or feeling left out in the cold. Maybe there's something that you don't understand. You've done all the work. You should be celebrating. Everybody knows about this secret but you. But Spirit is guiding you to understand what's coming up in the near future, and it's the Ten of Cups. So if you think that you're broke, Five of Pentacles, what's actually the energy surrounding you? It's so that it could leave you feeling discontent or bored, or making you feel a sense of rejection from your workplace or from your resources coming in. Because it says you're very resourceful, but you're resourceful in the home environment specifically. So maybe that's how Spirit is using you at this time and guiding you here and saying, okay, well, we can see that you are the one that's more mature, Mars and Capricorn energy, saying you're an authoritative figure. You're very resourceful in the home environment. This allows you to be optimistic about your journey and continue to push forward and where you see down the pathway of where you're going. But there's a sense of extremism, also discrimination in your energy regarding what other people don't understand, because it's a mystery to them. Understand? Okay. Let's move forward. So the King of Pentacles is here. There's a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn that could be surrounding your energy. All right, Virgo season, obviously the sun is shining here. We've got Mercury here. So people are wanting information. There could be a lot of rumors going around about where you're being analytical, where you're being efficient, where you're spending the most time. Is things in your life organized? Where's your resources? It's almost like questionable to everyone right now what's going on with this quote unquote temporary situation. Okay, because it could involve a home. But there's some sort of tower moment coming up, and I'm seeing it even being here. People are like forcing you to do something, and this is what it is. All right, so get ready for this tower moment. What is the tower all about? About your brand new beginning. They want to see where's the movement. Okay, they want to see movement. So we're going to clarify how some sort of quarrel's taking place in connection to you actually getting some sort of wish fulfillment. What is this wish fulfillment? The Queen of Wands. So why is the King of Wands over here as the challenge and the Queen of Wands as a wish fulfillment coming through? Are you aligning with a specific counterpart, and where you've been holding all the burden of a specific situation, and then you finally come in and it's like someone knows about all of your secrets? All right, maybe someone's trying to come through and apologize that they want to be with you. It's been a challenge to overcome this. This person maybe had made you feel rejected. All right, you have a sense of authority in your energy. There could have been some sort of decision that wasn't made. It led into poverty. And now it's like, okay, well, where's the money coming from, King of Pentacles? Where's your mentor? All right, where or what is your plan is what I'm getting. Okay, and it's like, little do they know you're about to align with your soulmate. This is other people being extreme and discriminating you. Let's be clear. Okay, and it's this person that's just kind of waiting around. Sun and Aries energy with the Three of Wands. And I see the Ace of Wands. This person's part of your brand new beginning. All right, so everybody knows about this secret but you. Because I feel like Spirit is guiding you possibly in a different direction. And you're supposed to be aligning with your happiness in the near future. But there's someone that's trying to make you do something possibly against your will with this extreme energy. Okay. Show me more about you not taking this risk. Because it says the sun in Leo's energy is bringing in a sense of fortune for you. Wherever your Leo placement is, and or however you felt that you were lacking, this could have been in your goals, your money, or your love life. See where your sun and placements were back in Leo season, and that's exactly what this whole quarrel is about. All right, could be partnerships, could be relationships, could be how, okay, so it's given Hierophant energy about a specific commitment to. Again, if you're doing something with spirituality, this could be you committed in marriage to your counterpart. If this is a committed project that you have going on, because I do see the Queen and the King of Wands, very creative, very confident in whatever their investments are in. All right. And I'm also seeing some sort of misunderstanding here with this Hierophant energy. So let's see. The Page of Swords. I feel like everybody's kind of watching in and not understanding exactly what's going on with the Page of Swords. All right, and not understanding why you're taking this risk. Yeah, see what I'm saying? It has something to do with you aligning with your spiritual goals overall. Okay, this has to mean so much more to you, and others want it to end this cycle. Yeah, see what I'm saying? So this ends a specific court case, or this ends a specific committed partnership. This ends, I don't know, it could be a marriage, like literally in divorce. All right, yeah, major endings with the death card. And then it's like, again, where's the long-term stability? Where's the money? Where's the family going? You know what I mean? It's something like that. It's because you're heading in the new direction. I don't know if you're making this decision, because the decision card is out here, and this is what's causing the quarrel or the sense of attack, quote unquote. Okay, and how you're manifesting goals, and it seems like manipulation to others. Okay, with how things are going to be reciprocated with resources, or how you're going to be supported, or how you're being gifted with something. Okay, it's through your passion, it's through whatever your brand new beginning is. It could be a sense of strategy. Okay, I don't know if this is against you or if this is your strategy about how you're moving forward. All right, but there could be some sort of gossiping or deception happening in the background with the Seven of Swords about the truth of something that you possibly don't know about or have clarity about yet, and or what it feels that's lacking in your life. Again, this is the energy of love. This could be the energy of, what's this, the Five of Cups, Mars and Scorpio's energy. All right, so it's like where you're having a sense of endurance in your energy. How are you overcoming a sense of grievance? How are you going to overcome and have a phenomenal achievement in love? So this has something to do with like yourself then. All right, because this would be you giving love to yourself. And then new opportunities coming in, and or you seeking guidance, going through having to make a major decision in your life. All right, so this could be like no sleep. This could be feeling stressed out, anxiety, fear, depression. It's the Mars and Gemini energy, in which we saw as the challenge as you are dealing with discrimination and where your brand new beginning is taking place. Okay. It has to do with a past position, your investments there, what you were doing for work, how you've been in this energy of patience or being guided, or a sense of expressing what it is that you do for work. I would imagine Queen of Cups energy, you're highly intuitive. All right, so this pathway here, there seems to be a control and connection to your happiness and where you're starting to create, all right, a sense of abundance for yourself, or some sort of firm foundation, and needing to protect that from whoever this emperor is that seems to be the one that's in authority. Okay, so this could definitely be like a boss or a father figure that's putting some sort of restriction on your brand new beginning. Yes, that's what I see here. So this is like a counterpart coming through and trying to control something that you've already started or had investments in. They're wanting to betray that shit. Okay, stab you in the back. You can't move forward because you're coming with me. It's type of energy. See what I'm saying? And they come back with like a fake ass apology or something. Here's your money. I forgot to tell you you were rich. Or I forgot to tell you that I had your money. We already invested in a business. This is something you don't know about. Something's been delayed in your part. Okay? Yeah. And now it's all of a sudden, it's like, we're assertive again. Welcome. All right. And you're like, what? Because it was kept a secret. It was done purposely too, with the Five of Swords. All right. And it's like, okay, here we go. We're traveling. We're moving on. That's what I'm getting with the Knight of Cups here. All right. So this person could definitely not understand why you've taken the pathway that you've taken, how, again, the discrimination is taking place. Here's that Venus in Virgo energy, and where you're doing something independently, and it's like you're healing from something that's in your past, but that's something that has something to do with you being protected, and or you having some sort of some sort of personal boundary up with others with the way that you feel about something. Okay. And if it has something to do with heartache, then I'm seeing the honesty card right behind that personal boundary. It's like you don't have to speak on this. Other people are possibly trying to figure out where's your mindset. You see what I'm saying? This is like a Libra energy. All right. There seems to be something that needs to be communicated. all right, or someone being very sincere in how you've had personal boundaries up with this person with your emotional state. Something about this is going to be seen, or you're seeing it in a direction where others are not. Okay. Is anybody wanting to lay down? I can move some cards. So I see that happening here. Rise and shine, babes. Well, what in the hell? There could be a sense of uncomfortability, all right, that's being formed against you, or some sort of gossip, or just, again, someone not seeing the things that you see. If you're supposed to be celebrating something, others around you possibly don't understand why, all right, involving something pertaining to communication and your knowledge or the intelligence that you have with a specific direction that you're heading in here. It could be surrounding a community of people, your family, a sense of belonging, a culture, a tribe, something like that. All right, let's move on from this spread. I'm going to get into wisdom of the oracle. Let me get a good shuffle here. Thank you, Stacy. EA13. That sounds like a distribution center. All right, let's see. The King of Cups is coming out. The Devil. Someone has an obsessive attachment to you. Could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, masculine energy. All right, this person is forcing you to make a specific decision here. That's what this is. So this could be like Saturn's energy back in Pisces and having to force you to make a decision possibly that you don't want to make, all right, or cross-questioning you about something that you feel you've understood. All right, this person feels like you're repeating a cycle of grievance with the Five of Cups here in connection to things that you do long-term and what's going to be beneficial for you in the near future. Yeah, in connection to your happiness specifically, like your emotional balance and happiness. Let's see. I see the Ace of Swords. You're going to gain clarity about what's been kept a secret or what's been a sense of illusion around you. Or the amount of options that you have here. Nine of Pentacles. Oh, I see. There's the discrimination could be coming from that King of Wands. All right. So if we're speaking about utilizing the imagination, getting past the illusions, this is where the moon in Aquarius is working at a sextile currently right now with Neptune in the sign of Aries, saying, okay, well, this is harmonious. You would be able to move forward. But it's coming through as the discrimination card coming from this fire sign. They don't want to see you go in the direction that you're going in. They don't understand it. Okay? Yeah, this person doesn't understand the pathway that you chose or why you're investing in what you're investing in. All right, they're the ones that are doing something behind your back. All right, I don't know if it has to do with you having connections to your lovers or trying to hold your lovers from coming in, or I don't know. Whatever they're doing and how they're trying to win at all costs, it's strategy for sure. I don't know if this person sees it as protecting and or defending you from dealing with some sort of poverty here. That's possibly why this person is coming through as very extreme and trying to get you to sign a specific contract or show you something that's of importance that possibly you don't see. All right. Let's see what's going on with this wisdom of the oracle here. So this is someone that has a sense of authority, all right, in a specific water placement, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in their chart. All right, they're forcing you to make a decision here. There could be cross-questioning you or why All right, you've had a sense of grievance or loss and wanting to focus more so on long-term stability and having a brand new option, or moving forward to a specific skill in the near future, but being discriminated by that person feels heavy. All right, they know some sort of truth about the illusions that they have set out, or some sort of secret that's been kept from you. Let's see. It's a leg up. All right, so this person that's coming in your life that's new, again, we saw it come out in the tea leaf cards. Stepping into a new experience. All right, whoever this someone that's entering your life, this person is meant to come in and give you a leg up with something. Message in a bottle. It has a lot to do with your intuitive gifts, all right? How your synchronicities are coming through, how your signs are being led. It's giving you literally a message in a bottle, meaning your intuition is meant to be heightened. There's something about a home environment. No place like home. All right, within yourself, there could be lots of healing if you feel orphaned from a specific dynamic in connection to loyalty and love. All right, I feel like a lot of relationships are now moving forward from that with the yang energy here and receiving blessings on the other side. All right, so I see change in the wind. I see strong foundations with the building blocks, and I also see milk and honey with higher power. So you're being, this is why I said I seen a hermit, like you're being guided by spirit. If you've gone through understanding your inner self, okay, and doing the reflection work, you're going to be seeing signs and synchronicities of good luck and fortune coming your way. All right. I see lots of rainbows here. We spoke about, again, the chakras, and it has a lot to do with the fire placements, with so much solar plexus that came out this morning in connection to the third eye. So your Aries, Leo, Sagittarius placements are, I would imagine, expanding right now. Okay. All that glitters is not gold. There's a deeper knowing and connection to your intuition. All right, being in the here and now. Maybe you're not supposed to know why something's happening the way it's happening, and why you were given some sort of wisdom, or why you get to understand something and someone else does not. All right, it has something to do with you being in balance here with the yin and the yang, and going the distance with this. All right, I know previously we've been picking up on heavy connections with having to inspire other people about what's coming up in the near future. I just want to clarify this yin and yang energy. I feel like we're days away from the biggest shift that's been taking place with this full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces, and then having that solar eclipse in Virgo right after on the 21st of September. So the major changes happening this month in September. Show me this yin and yang balance energy here. That has a lot to do with where you see a sense of fulfillment. All right. 10 of Wands. There's something about you being a leader here. Saturn in the sign of Sagittarius. You're meant to be seen as committed to being a spiritual leader. Something about being in the here and now. All right. In the home. Like there's no place like home. This is enough of going back and forth or feeling like you're carrying the heaviest burden in your marriage or in your commitments or within your community, and or having some sort of parts in being seen as the leader, all right, in your romantic marriage. This is what's causing the most quarrels. Look at all these wands that are coming out. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of separations that take place, a lot of divorces, a lot of people leaving jobs, going to new jobs. This is going to be about heavy arguments in the home environment. Who's carrying the heaviest burden, who's not, that type of thing, so that you can move forward in a sense of happiness and, again, emotional balance. And this is why you're stepping into some sort of new experience, taking the risk, and I would imagine aligning yourself with feminine and masculine energy from within, though. All right, this could definitely be spiritual union for those that are on spiritual journeys and making progress there. All right, so moving past a sense of difficulty. Okay. I feel irritated right now, so I don't know whose energy this is, but all this wand energy, it could be a lot of physical draining energy that's coming away from you right now. All right. Let's see. So Spirit's asking that you be patient. I would imagine you're stepping into the energy of enlightenment. All right, with the energy of the sun, you're going to be happy on the other side of this once there's a decision that's made. all right, with moving forward as the Empress. The Empress is valuable. You understand exactly what it is, all right? And there's a sense of foundation there, okay? And it could be definitely with someone from your past. Specifically, a Sun and Scorpio energy is here. This could be with your children. This is a children card. All right. I'm seeing Cancer as well. So water placements could be significant in your chart. Once you find a foundation within your emotional state, you're going to have like success there. All right. But again, you're dealing with someone that's kind of like working behind your back because that's not what they want for you. The person that's coming in is the one that's meant to give you a leg up, give you the messages about what's taking place, why you feel the way that you feel, and where you're going to be pushing forward pretty much with your yang energy, and where you're going to be more so assertive and or have a sense of endurance in your energy. All right, I see the Page of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Six of Wands. A lot of you could be choosing to fight off what it is that you understand you need to move on from, and seeking balance in your life with the Justice card here. All right, so this could, I mean, justice can be many different things. This could be if you're going through a divorce, if there is new contracts that are coming in for you, if it has anything to do with like the legalities, if you're going through some sort of, you know, court case. This could be many different things. But this speaks about balance in your emotional state is what it's giving me. I've seen the Two of Cups and I've seen yin and yang. That's what I was clarifying. All right, so emotionally, you feel great. You feel like you're on a pedestal. You feel that you have everything that you need. There could be a lot of public exposure for some whatever reason. If you were meant to seen or meant to be seen as failed in connection to your stability, I feel like as of right now, you're still okay. You're still making progress and or planning to do that in the near future. All right. And I feel like there's a sense of attack behind you of what your choices are. Again, the discrimination, the attacks, right? The extremism, the quarrels. This could be all through communication or someone feeling like, okay, well, there's a sense of urgency here with the Knight of Swords. It's the fastest moving knight in the deck. So there could be a sense of having to quickly make a decision and quickly make an assertive choice to go in a different direction. All right. In order to start manifesting something new. All right. But then there's this energy of like, hurry up and then wait. You understand what I'm saying? Hurry up and wait. Because there's still healing taking process here. Or there's something or someone that feels a hold on you or the lack of emotional balance. This is obviously air energy with Libra. So you could feel that you're still sacrificing and or devoting your time, your energy, your resources for others that possibly have kept you heartbroken. All right. And that's what's being seen here or watched. And how you've taken a risk on something and now other people are watching you or discriminating you to see how you're going to bust a move. That's what I'm getting. All right. So let's clarify this energy of hurry up and wait is the way I'm hearing it. Hurry up and wait. The Five of Pentacles. I don't know if something is slowing down, if there's something that you do pertaining to work. All right, if it has something to do with like travels, this could be work in the media. All right, so it's a hurry up and wait. You're making progress, but it's not going to move forward very quickly. This is Mercurian energy in Taurus. If it's something that involves communication, travel, transportation, the local community, if it's siblings, if it's not moving quickly enough, but you're making progress is the way I see it. Yeah, you're still making progress. You're still remaining assertive. It's not, don't give up on it. It's just not something that's going to like fly off the top quickly. Let's see. So Ace of Pentacles here, someone feels like it's better for you to go in a different direction. Okay. Queen of Wands. But again, you already have some sort of investment in what you've created. And you're, I would imagine, standing ground on that. Strength. Yes. You're going to remain determined in that direction. Because that's how you're going to see effort, you know what I mean, in the near future. Because things will quickly, positively change. This would be like incoming sudden news. This would be like something going viral. It would be, you know what I mean, something big that takes place. And where Spirit is like, we see all these people trying to attack you. We're going to send you the information that you need from abroad. So that way you quickly get what it is and you can remain assertive in getting out of a situation that no longer serves you, right? That's how you're manifesting it. You're not allowing someone else that's coming through discriminating or extremely trying to come in and start some sort of quarrel or force you to make a decision that you don't want to make. Okay? That's what I see this is. Seven of Pentacles. Ostentation. People are worried about the finances. People are worried about where your time, your energy, your resources are going. This has something to do with like patiently planning. It's like a plant the seed and wait for it to grow. That's what this is. The Seven of Pentacles. All right, but Saturn's energy here means that there is an authoritative energy surrounding what? Taurus. It's your creativity, it's your finances, it is your materialistic items. Someone here is in the energy of materialism. That's what this is. All right, and it's a hurry up and wait type of energy. You see what I'm saying? That's what this is. It's a hurry up and wait. Because it's, again, supposed to align you with your destiny. North Node Pisces energy. This is Jupiter. Jupiter's now in Cancer, right? So Jupiter says there's opportunity that presents itself in the energy of the resourcefulness card that we saw in the home environment in Cancer's energy. See what I'm saying? Okay. Let's see. Well, so there could be a lot of betrayals coming in. All right. This would be like the backstabbing. This would be the you're getting fired. Okay. This is the, yeah. Look at all the deception that comes after that. All right. There's been a lot of stuff going on. Workplaces, the home environment. It's like everybody getting ready to get kicked the fuck out. All right. That's what this is. It's given like, what's the strategy to overcome the difficult endings? That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, with the World card. You know what I'm saying? It's like the energy is starting to get impatient. Like, what are we doing here? And it's meant to give you a sense of like a shock, to scare you or something. This feels like, let's do something deceptive to betray this person or to get someone to like walk away from a situation because they can't take it anymore. See what I'm saying? It's something like that. Because again, it wouldn't be coming through as discrimination or extremism or trying to start a fight or like going back and forth. If you're having some sort of divorce, it's like, where the fuck you think you're going? Because you ain't going nowhere. The kids are still there. You just, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So it's a difference. Death card and the Hangman. Somebody wants to see a specific perspective that you have end so that there's a new cycle that begins. All right, there's something that's transforming in your perspective and where you're like, I'm not going to be forced. Okay, we're going to sit here with the star. We're going to understand what spirit is telling us because obviously you have the wisdom. It's being poured down out to the universe and you're going to have hope and faith that whatever's supposed to take place here will take place because we don't have control. Spirit does. You understand what I'm saying? We don't have a sense of power over anything that happens and which is supposed to be divinely guided for us to happen on time building foundations. All right. So Three of Pentacles here, it's almost like a sense of authority surrounding one's own energy. That's what I see. All right. I don't know. I just seen going the distance here and I saw soulmates right behind there. So I don't know. I guess somebody's supposed to come in as your soulmate. Soulmates could be friends. Soulmates could be your family members. Soulmates could be your lover. It could be anything. It could literally be anything. But it's coming through as, I don't know. I feel like I'm calling this reading hurry up and wait. All right. Let's see. I would imagine someone is trying to create a sense of fear in your energy or like a shock that comes through, something that you weren't unexpecting. All right. And then it's like, okay, what you gonna do now? But it was done purposely. It's like, you can't play God around this bitch because karma's a bitch. Trust me. Karma's a bitch. All right. And whoever you're supposed to be aligned with, if this is that you're lacking love, all right, and then you're trying to build some sort of solid foundation for yourself, Spirit is going to allow you with that person. That person isn't forced in your life by someone else. You see what I'm saying? It's like a divinely guided meet with this person. Hi, you cross paths with me for a reason. How are you? Blah, blah, blah. And things go slowly but surely moving forward. You don't just jump into a relationship and say, well, guess what? We're fucking in like 1 second. That's not how it works, right? I mean, with some people, maybe, but I'm just saying, it gives off a weird type of energy where it feels like something is being forced in your direction. It's like, really? So again, there's a grievance period here. There's something about sorrow, regret. All right, so maybe this has a lot to do with situations that you walked away from, or you know you have to kind of like separate from that emotionally, or this could be someone else's energy that you're picking up on that you don't want to no longer carry. With that Ten of Wands that keeps coming out, it's like you're done with something and you already know it. All right. Yeah, I feel like there could definitely be a sense of control here and trying to control your emotional state. I don't know if you guys see the rocky waters in the background. All right. That's like the Jupiter and Capricorn energy. It just means that whatever's expanding around you gives you a sense of authority for you to take your energy back from situations you've been going round and around with. You know what I mean? And then I see it overcoming some sort of sense of entrapment or fear that you have in what you don't see coming. I see the blindfold on her, okay? Let's see. The devil is in the background, all right, in the past. So that's not, you're no longer attached to this person's energy, whether this is this person's ego, the way that they control, whether this is this person's narcissistic ways, if this is, I know you lying. Their narcissistic ways, if this has to do with anything having a sense of attachments to you, it's going to be a very different energy with you moving forward from something, okay? This could be like habits of drinking and alcohol and overeating, and it's like you're going to see what direction you need to be going towards here. All right, so if you've overcome the sense of the devil, and again, it's many different things. This could be your own ego. This could be your own pride. The attachments that you've had with things that no longer serve you in the past. You're seen on a pedestal right now by people. You're having victory, success, and you're doing something in the public eye. I just want to get this last placement here. Whoa. The Ten of Wands. You see what I'm saying? And now it feels like everything is on you. And people are watching like, how are this person doing this and this and this and this and this? You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's leading you directly to a wish fulfillment. All right. And ending this cycle and leading you towards why this person, I don't know, do you fear this King of Wands? Because that's the placement it's coming in, or how things are going to come into balance with that King of Wands. All right, there's to be, again, some sort of restriction to your energy, or you gaining clarity or truth and perspective about where you're moving forward. All right, how things are going to be reciprocated, how are things coming into balance with the family or with resources, and then the choices that need to be made there. All right, yep. That's exactly what this is. Queen of Wands. It's like, don't give up. Because I feel like this person, if they're pushy, they came out as a challenge twice. And they came out next to this Ten of Wands, which is coming up in the near future. This person is going to try to burden you because I would imagine this person knows your potential. They want to be hand in hand with you. Or this would be like a counterpart coming in to create something that could be long lasting. All right. It's just about having to make the decision to do so. Okay, I would imagine. Let's see. Where is my astrology deck? Here we go. Alright, let's get into this. What do we need to see here for this upcoming week? I mean, we are on the 4th. We've got Uranus going retrograde in 2 days. We have full moon in Pisces coming up on Sunday. All right, so major changes happening this week. We've already got Mercury that ingressed into Virgo. We've got Saturn that retrograded back into Pisces. And we are here finally at what? The second decan in Virgo season. We're damn near close to it. Okay. I see the new moon being of significance. That one's taking place on the 21st in the sign of Virgo, which has already took place back on, I think it was the 23rd? 20 something. Hold on a second, you guys. I know you lying, but this shit, here we go. So it took place on the 23rd of August in the same sign of Virgo. All right. So this is all about you creating, showing the intention to Express your potential for something. Virgo's energy could be many different things. Whatever you want to put hard work into. Your health. It could be how you're getting your life organized. It could be, back to school time. That's kind of what we saw it as. All right. Let's see what's happening surrounding this new moon energy. Who are you screaming at? I see Sagittarius's energy here. So there's something about this new moon in Virgo up until we hit the new moon in Sagittarius, which typically happens. Let's see, I believe it's in December. Yeah, December 19th. So this is a 3-month period from this mutable energy until we get to the next mutable energy with this new moon. All right. This has something to do possibly with spirituality too, higher knowledge. All right, your philosophy in life, whatever that may be. I see Lilith. There could be something about like vengeance happening here. Are the women not being submissive to men at this time? There's like a sense of power in this specific energy, and where there seems to be a lot of potential for creating something big involving Sagittarius's energy, involving like higher knowledge. So are you teaching something? It's like showing or harvesting and or showing gratitude for things that you understand to be true. The conjunction here, how something it works in unity with something else. So I mean, we do have the moon conjunct Pluto today. So the moon is the emotional state. Pluto's bringing in a sense of transformation in that emotional state and how to move forward independently. 11th house energy says, listen, you are part of a community. You are a humanitarian. You are, networking with a group of people. You are futuristic. You're eccentric. You're unique. You're original. I mean, you can say many different things about Aquarius's energy, right? Your intellect is on point, whatever, but something is giving you the opportunity to expand and do something in the sign of Cancer, right? So where do we have a quincunx today with this moon in Aquarius? It's over to Jupiter in Cancer. A quincunx causes a sense of discord, but only to push you and where you set your intention already, which Jupiter in the sign of Virgo is also, the moon in Virgo with the moon in Aquarius, all right, has a lot to do with having a quincunx over to that energy. So this is about your day-to-day routines. Again, having something moving forward efficiently, organized. Okay, what's going on here? What's happening? 1 second. Is the Spirit showing me the mutable energy I was just picking up on, how to be adaptable, flexible, and versatile. I want to see what date we're going to see the conjunction with Jupiter. And I believe that's going to be the week of the 14th through the 17th. The conjunction with Jupiter happens when? On the 16th. That's interesting because I'm getting it's the Tower Day. Something unexpectedly changes. All right. That's happening on a Tuesday, which is Mars's day. Maybe there's a sense of assertion that needs to take place there. We do see the moon in Cancer at a sextile over to the sun, and where your part of your life purpose is here, and we're also going to be trining over to the North Node Pisces. All right, so your alignment of your destiny will be by the 16th. And I believe we spoke about the 17th as well, as we are looking at Mercury in the sign of Virgo opposing Saturn in the sign of Pisces. Big deal right there. We also have Venus in the sign of, I believe it's going to be in Virgo by then. No, Venus will be in Leo at a trine over to Chiron in Aries. Whatever the core wound is that you've been dealing with in connection to, let's just say, where your happiness is emotionally and or in your love life, there's that major shift that takes place on the 16th to the 17th. That could be an open portal there before the sense of appreciation is taking place by the 18th. 16th, 17th, 18th. Mark those dates. Okay. I see Vesta. So this has to do with the inner spark or the sacrifice or the devotion that you made with something here. How you've been very flexible with this. So This Vesta energy overall, it's getting ready to ingress into the sign of Sagittarius. So whatever the sacrifice and devotion is, that's why I see this new moon in Virgo being of significance. It's going to square over, all right, to Vesta in the sign of Sagittarius. The inner spark, the devotion that you have towards spirituality is going to be you having a potential with this solar eclipse happening in the sign of Virgo at a square. It's going to create tension for you. All right, you've got to remain flexible and adaptable to a lot of changes that are going to be happening when these connections start coming in. All right, with these conjunctions, I feel like you're moving forward with so much power. You can be like an activist or something, or just showing vengeance towards others that are trying to take you off your path as you are harvesting something and you wanting to show gratitude or appreciation for this. Virgo's energy. See what I'm saying? Whatever it is that you feel keeps your life in order is what I want to say. Virgo's energy is like keeping your life in order. Your health could be of significance. The things that you eat, your sleeping patterns, your day-to-day routines. It has to do with everything being functional and how your sacrifice and your devotion is taking place with Vesta. Vesta is the asteroid of spirituality. I see that like sparking up, having some sort of radiance, some sort of dynamic shift there. Chiron's here and retrograde. Okay, so I see Spirit is showing me Virgo to Aries energy, which is technically a quincunx. But Spirit is showing me how this is going to start taking off for you. There's a core wound that you've been dealing with. You've been showing lots of potential through pain. You've possibly been showing lots of vulnerability. And now that Chiron's in retrograde, there's some sort of distance that you may have in connection to where these core wounds are taking place, because it requires so much things to be in order in your life. Okay, but there's something that's supposed to pick up, very dynamic. I see that. I love this energy. It feels good. All right, so Taurus's energy is here. Things may be grounded around you. Your intellect could be sparked at this time. We've got Pallas that's retrograding in the sign of Aquarius. All right, it's there with Pluto being in retrograde in Aquarius. There's not much taking place in Taurus at this time. All right, I believe there is one asteroid there. And I believe, I want to say it's Eros, which has a lot to do with your creativity, your desires, something that you're passionate about. It could even involve sex. So I don't know if those that are possibly doing, like, let's say you have a podcast and where you gain some sort of attention about speaking to people about their spiritual values and those that they have a sense of connections with sexually, right? We're speaking about Vesta coming out of the sign of Scorpio and where Juno is, and those that have been committed in marriage, about how there's been a sense of Lilith even being there, having a sense of power over one's feminine energy. All right, it has a lot to do with like spirituality, mysticism, how you're in this energy of escapism with Neptune being in Aries. I feel like it has a lot to do with what you're going to be communicating about here and how it's going to have a dynamic shift in the near future when these retrogrades start going direct in connection to core wounds that you've been dealing with. Things of vulnerability that you may not want to speak about with others. Having the opportunity to do so, that's going to be your life purpose. Something about that. Maybe there's experiences that you've gone through that you could, inspire others. Okay? Second house in connection to your values. If it's in connection to your self-esteem, your confidence. And if it literally is materialistic things, it could be how you've done something regarding putting something in the media and actually making this part of your life purpose. You having enough time to be in the home environment where you're healing. All right, you're gaining knowledge. There's something about uniting and remaining adaptable to the changes here, but also making finances from it and obtaining possessions as you move along. All right, so whatever the oppositions are bringing in here, it brings in a sense of showing potential through struggle. And it's going to see that you've overcome hurdles or barriers that may have been in place to block you, but you were forced to remain in things in order or remain efficient. And again, when your life is in order with your health, your mindset is great, your sleeping patterns are great. I see you having a lot of shifts that are going to be taking place here overall in many different dynamics. It could be in your career, your health, it could be surrounding your family dynamic as well as your resources, and you growing overall and transforming within yourself. Okay, I see that. Big deal. All right, let's get off the astrology here. I have a feeling that I'm boring some people. All right. I mean, you're out here shining because I keep seeing this Six of Wands energy. I feel that if there's something or someone from someone else from the past trying to come back around, and other people know about this quote unquote secret, they're holding that up against you and wondering, why are you doing what you're doing? It's because this is part of my pathway. That person from the past was left in the past. And now that person's mourning because the way that they treated you when they neglected you, when it was quote unquote your time to go into that direction that led you into the direction that you're in right now they're like, wait a minute, I need you to come back around. That's not how reversals work. Reversals work so that you can come into alignment with what's coming up in the near future, right? So there's a major shift that's happening there, and I don't feel like it's making other people very happy. Well, okay, I want to pull from Angel Tarot. Uh-oh. So I feel like this Saturn and Pisces energy could definitely be in a sense of mourning overall, heavy. What that's all about, I don't know. All right. I keep getting notifications about like Virgoan energies today. All right, so I'm seeing the Star and I see the Lovers. I see God, the just, and joy of God. I'm seeing clemency and equilibrium, protects against attacks in court. I see joy and pleasure, bringing happiness to couples and removing negative energies. That's positive. I like seeing majors come out in this deck. So I've got the Two of Pentacles here. So God sustaining everything that has to be with your fortune and or your fame, or how anything that's requested of you is being fulfilled. All right. Or this is what you feel like you are of service to other people because you have a position of authority. Two of Pentacles is that Jupiter and Capricorn. You have a sense of authority in your energy. And it could be that you belong to a very big organization. This is supposed to be seen. The Three of Cups is here. So fame and renown. You got a lot of fame right now. I'm telling you, where's the Six of Wands? You got a lot of fame right now. A lot of people know you or they're watching you. All right. It says influences, commerce, voyages, and or great discoveries. So things that you've taken time to discover, all right, even if it has a lot to do with your intellect or how you gain some sort of higher knowledge about something, it's putting you in the spotlight. And I feel like God is sustaining everything around you so that you build on this foundation of where you have shown potential. Let's see. I see the Lovers once again. So it's meant to remove negative energy from around you and surround you by the energy of love. Whether this is within yourself or the choices that you're making. The Lovers is a choice card, but it's meant to bring joy and pleasure into your life, and especially happiness in connection to a couple. All right, so we kept seeing King and Queen of Wands. I don't know if you have like fire placements in your chart, and the person that you're meant to be in alignment with as your lover has fire placements in their chart. All right, but this person sees that you're carrying a heavy burden here, or you're carrying it all for whatever reason. Four of Wands, rectification is coming in. It says helps one live in peace with everyone. Well, the Eight of Cups is here, which is that Saturn and Pisces transit where we're retrograding right now. God, the pleasure of man's children. So this is a time of transformation, and it says it gives consolation in adversity. So you could be dealing with lots of adversity right now, knowing that there's discrimination around you, or a sense of, I wouldn't call it force. I feel like there's force in the energy. I see the Nine of Pentacles. Once again, that Venus in Virgo energy, discrimination. So this is about you having submission to higher order and identifying traitors and destroying their plans. Anything that's trying to come into alignment for you on your destined pathway, Spirit's going to remove any negative energy that's heading your way, involving your joy and pleasure, your fame, your fortune, and how things are being rectified for you specifically. All right? For the near future. Okay. So I'm seeing the energy of control here. I see the energy of intuition. I see the energy of your decisions. I see home, foundation, community. I see loss, and I also see discrimination. All right, this could be if it's a workplace, these people don't like you. They don't like that you hold position of authority. They don't like it. Three of Wands. You're meant to come in and construct the universe here, or help with great works and having some sort of protection against adversaries. I'm seeing here the Knight of Cups, the revealing God. So perception and revelation, discovering hidden treasures and revealing the secrets of nature. I feel like this is part of your environment at this time. How you're constructing the universe, how you're revealing secrets of nature, and how you can learn how to manifest happiness into your life. Okay, I'm seeing the last two. I see Eight of Swords here. So bringing truth and justice to situation, having protection from enemies and those that who would try to steal your fortune. So that's what I'm seeing. You have some sort of fame and fortune coming in, and you've got people that are working up against you and wanting you to take losses because they're discriminating against what you do for work. You're actually helping constructing the universe spiritually. Let's be clear. All right. And it's because you have the desire to know. You have the acquisition of wisdom. And it's coming through as the Five of Swords. So these are the same people that are trying to work against you behind your back, trying to win at all costs. All right. But it says this is the God, the highest being. They don't understand who they're serving here. Okay. There's change coming in. Major change. The Magician is here. So you have spiritual wisdom. It says spiritual wisdom and magic. It helps one gain wisdom and discover the hidden secrets. So this is what I would imagine you've been manifesting here. You said I'm a Sag moon. You said you have the city working against me. It's ridiculous. Doesn't matter. They can't take your ass out. I know that. Show no fear, sweetie. Have no fear in your heart for nobody. The only one I fear is God. All right. Let's see. The power of God is greater than anything. That's for damn sure. All right. Let's get a little bit more out of tea leaves and what's to be expected. All right. Later on, as we see, the transits are going to start shifting here. So we're looking at the trine to Uranus and Gemini. I'm going to pull for that specific energy. I'm going to pull for the conjunction with Pluto and Aquarius. This is fairly soon, so just take these messages. If they don't resonate, that's fine. And we're going to look at the quincunx over to Mercury in Leo. All right, I'm also going to do the biquintile over to the Sun in Virgo, as we keep speaking about bringing order to situations involving remaining efficient. All right. Down at the bottom of the deck, I see deep friendship with someone of the same sex. All right, so this could literally be like a spirit guide or something. I'm going to pull from the Oracle of the Radiant Sun as well. Let's see what's going on here. Who's downstairs? Papi Coco? He took Chris that fast?
He didn't take him.
He didn't? What happened? He was going to be weak? He was going to be weak.
You said he wasn't taking him.
All right, you guys, so let's get back into the trine to Uranus and Gemini. We're doing the conjunction with Pluto Aquarius, the quincunx to Mercury Leo, Mercury Virgo, sorry, and then the Sun Virgo with the biquintile energy. Let me get my tarot deck ready and clarifying this. Brenda said, we ain't scared. We ain't never been scared. Yeah, no fear in your heart, you guys. I tell my kids that all the time. No fear in your heart. So if this is a spiritual thing, this could be like spiritual attacks, okay? Just be sure that you're checking up on, you know what I mean, family, being sure that everybody's good, okay? I would imagine situations in the work environment, if you feel like your limits are being tested, a question why, you know what I mean? There's got to be something. Oh, there's got to be something going on there. All right, I'm going to start flipping these cards over. Let's see. At the bottom of the deck here, I've got the Star. All right, so deep friendship with someone of the same sex. It could be another Aquarian. I don't know. All right, let's see what's happening here with the trine over to Uranus and Gemini. I'm seeing a journey, either physical and or mental. All right, and the reason that people are fighting over you, and I would imagine the journey that you're on, is because people are actually lusting after you. There's something that you have that they possibly want. All right. You could be very attractive. You could, I don't know, this woman here, her boobs are out. She's very thick. All right. Something very spicy here. But the Five of Wands is a sense of a Saturn and Leo energy. This could be like lots of I want to say restriction. Maybe you're teaching someone, let's just really go deep into this. Whatever the quarrel is all about, it could be because someone wants to put you either in competition, they want to challenge you in some sort of way. They could be lusting after whatever it is that you've got going on this journey because of the wisdom and the intellect that you have as being the star, all right? Or this brand new pathway here, Spirit is showing me the trine over to Uranus and Gemini, all right? Even though this is Aquarian energy, it's showing me Moon in Aquarius, trine over to Uranus and Gemini. There's an opportunity that's possibly being, presented here unexpectedly, okay? That's going to be leading into the remaining of the day when you have this conjunction to Pluto. So let's see. The conjunction to Pluto's energy is coming out as lots of excitement. You're like a fucking firecracker out here, all right? So everybody could be like fighting over you or lusting after you or wanting to go down this journey with you. You're like, people can't resist your energy here, okay? And I see it's going to be this King of Cups, this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and where Saturn currently is today. And we've seen the sextile to Saturn. So Saturn's energy is like, who's that girl, right? I'm kind of getting that. I just heard the train go, wah, wah, like clarification. There's something that you do. This is denoting in work in the media. This could be in transportation. This could have something to do with Taurus's energy. How you're meant to bring in a sense of resources, finances. You have lots of value here. And what you're communicating about, it's Mercurian energy. All right. So your communication could come through in an intuitive state with this King of Cups energy. Now, as we look into the quincunx to Mercury later on in Virgo, I see strong emotions coming through with passionate love and or hate. So this could be within a lover or, some sort of fire energy that takes place. I see firecracker. All right, you're very resourceful here and somebody's like, damn, I regret, not working it out with this person. I see this person's having like phenomenal achievements, Mars and Scorpio. There could be some sort of inheritance on the table overall. All right. And I see that the home environment can have lots of strong emotions overall with that Mercury in the sign of Virgo, because things not being organized or someone isn't being efficient enough or someone isn't working hard enough on keeping things in order. Okay. Maybe something has to do with one's health or whatever that may be. All right. With the biquintile to the sun, I see lots of good fortune here. So as we were bringing balance into situations with romantic partners, I see it working out best as you being valuable in a relationship, and or I see Cupid's arrow is like, again, that's an empress. She's valuable. She holds lots of potential to bring in her own resources, her own stability, seen as very grounded and stable. All right. I see it being where it's like a sense of regret and why someone started off this whole, this fight. It's like, for what reason? If you're gonna lust after this person, it's because you emotionally tried to resist this energy. All right, where it's actually exciting you here, and then there's this strong passion that you have, and someone seeing you as being very resourceful, but having a sense of grievance about, damn, I left this person behind, and now I feel like romantically attracted to the Empress. You know what I mean? So lots of good fortune. I see Taurus here. I do see Aquarius here. I see Gemini for sure with Uranus trining to the moon in Aquarius, and I'm also seeing like the opportunity being here. So this is something practical. This could be someone wanting to come in and gift you something. It could be money. It could be something just tangible. All right. It's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Typically, the Ace of Pentacles could be like a new car, a new home, a new job, something like that being presented to you unexpectedly. And here we have Scorpio's energy, right? So we're looking at the conjunction to Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto rules over this energy here with the Tower, and so does Mars. But we're going to go more with Pluto because I see Pluto having the conjunction about whatever this is exciting thing or this exciting event that comes up, as it was saying earlier, in connection to the resistance of this King of Cups. All right. And again, let me get into the book real quick because I like to read out that Mercury and Taurus energy. A lot of people see the Mercury in Taurus energy as the Five of Pentacles. It feels like you have the lack of, but that's not technically what it means. I'll read it out to you guys. What is it? Mercury in Taurus. So it'd be seen as like the Five of Pentacles. Is it? Yes. All right, so resistance. It could be about drafting a contract, haggles over document wording, insurance policies, discussions about beauty or art, or the need to take financial advice. All right, so whatever this is and whatever the resistance is, it speaks about when this card appearing in a reading, it denotes a need to focus on financial thinking, and it could be the indication that the questioner must look at accounting, economics, business advice. Alternatively, it may denote work in travel, transport, and or in the media. So as I said, something is slowly but surely climbing for you. Wherever your Pisces placement is, I feel like that's going to be the most significant here, and where you have to take some sort of financial advice, because it's almost like everybody's fighting over you and everybody's lusting after you, but you're over here like, I'm on this journey physically and or mentally. I don't got time. And there's so much exciting things that are coming up because someone wants to come together with you. It's like they see you as their empress, whether this is in love, whether this could be business, because it's great money coming in with the empress. Lots of good fortune. So by, when is it? Let me see. I think I said it was the 14th. No, the 16th, the 17th, and the 18th, where we were going to be trying over, and or the conjunction, should I say, to Jupiter, and where the presented. Whatever tension is coming in this week, it's meant to be leading you into expected within the next week or two, with all the conjunctions that are going to be taking place here. I mean, here we have the moon in Aquarius. We're going to see the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. We'll see the moon ingress into Aries. It will then sextile over to the Pluto transit, the Pal transit, where it's taking place. Now, your intellect is of significance. Where the transition was supposed to take place. Once the moon will be exalted there, right? We'll over to Jupiter, and then we'll see the moon ingress into Gemini. It's going to square over with the sun. Okay, the tension's here again. What are you doing? Moon ingressing now into, what is it? Leo? Did I mess Leo? You get the point, right? I can't speak. It's a continued process here where it's like it is giving you opportunity after opportunity to make some sort of change, because there's conflict happening in your energy with whoever this King of Cups is, Saturn now retrograding in Pisces, saying, listen, you're going to regret making or not making this choice. We're telling you to come in with changes. 5 and 5, this is like a major change taking place. It's associated to Mercurian energy. It has anything to do with communication, travel. This could be local community. This could be involving transportation, something and or work that denotes in those specific areas. This could be about teaching, you sharing some sort of information that you know about that someone else didn't know about. I don't know. It could be about teaching as well. I have no clue. Listen, my head's like this already. I think we kind of get the point.